So I will start recording because it will be now about algebra. So let's review what we learned last time. And 100 students, it won't be fair because we reviewed this already. You will be quiet, right? And so the first row are not, they will save you if you don't know the answers. But in general, you have to, the other students have to answer. So what kind of model did we learn? What is the name of the model? Ryan? What is
linear equations?
Linear model? That's what we
Linear
learned.
model.
Linear model. And for this model, we learn a linear equation. Okay, what does it look like, a linear equation? We have to remember. Who remembers? Go ahead.
Y equals mx plus b.
Mx plus b. Sounds good. What is m? Slope. But slope is a basic algebra language. How about college algebra? What will be the fancy name for this in college algebra?
Average rate of change.
Average rate of change. What is b?
Y-intercept.
Y-intercept. But again, it is a basic algebra. In a college algebra, it is initial value. What do we know about y-intercept and initial value? How will we find it? What is the way to find x or t equal to 0? What will be the ordered pair for y-intercept? So it will be 0 and b, right? Okay. So next time we will do a little, like not test, a quiz as we did before, and you will have multiple choice. So I will have more a result and see where you are and how often do we have to repeat the same. Okay, don't forget about quizzes, section 3.2, and the first quiz are due today, and section 3.3 and one more quiz due on Wednesday. Okay, and if you need any help or if you have any questions, I can stay with you after class and go over your questions. Okay, so we will start with the review. A line has a slope of -2 and goes through the point -4 and -11. Find the linear equation of the line. So we always have to start with the equation of y equal to mx plus b, right? So, and you always should start. Do we know m?
Yes.
Yes. X or x, m is equal to -2. Do we know b?
No.
No. What is the way to find b?
Plug that equation.
But
Or
no.
wait, sorry.
Plug the x and y into the equation.
So I just use a different word, substitute. Substitute. M equal to 2. What else will we substitute?
X would be -4. And y
X is equal to -4 and y is equal to -11. Okay, you will start with this and you will finish up. I use kind of negative numbers on purpose because it's a little bit harder for students to do and they make mistakes. So I want to see how well you know how to find B. Good job, looks good. Now you will write the equation down.
So, instead of one, we will substitute negative equal to, instead of one, we will substitute but we said plus minus. Okay, simplify. Negative 2 times negative 4. So, equal that is negative 4. And it will be if it's negative, we have to add both sides. And add here. Otherwise, it will not cancel out. Okay, good job. So let's check. Negative 11 equal to negative 2 times negative 4 plus b. Two negatives, be careful, will give you positive 8 plus b. We will subtract 8 from both sides. Really, look at here, negative 2 times negative 4, it's positive 8. So we have to subtract 8. But negative 11 minus 8 will give you negative 19. So the final answer is negative 2x minus 19. The first row, I started from you. Did you get the same answer? Okay, good. So what I want from you, I want you to read this problem, and first I'll write 2 points down. We have to learn this to make our life much easier. How about you? Just you have to put the numbers here. Okay, I feel like I need to talk about it. So what I want here, if you read the problems, they're talking about years. Listen carefully. Who did not write the points down? Listen carefully. We're talking about years and the cost, right? Dollars. So the points will look like this: time in years and cost. For some students, it's a good idea to start with this idea, just to get general idea. Then you read in 2000, so will be the x coordinate of the first point. The cost was 15,000. Does make sense, the first point? And the average cost of the same car in 2015, so it will be 2015, comma, 18,000. So this is the way how you have to read the problem and write this problem down as two ordered pairs, okay? Now, find the average rate of change. I want to see what formula you are using. Average rate of change. Okay, you think about units. Something is missing. There is something, but not. So it is the first row knows the formula that they are going to use. Something is missing in units. Think about units. Good job. But it's 15,000. Why did you put 15,000?
Something missing on units?
Something is
Right here?
missing. Right. Something is missing. It's average rate of change.
Sure.
Change. Okay. $18,000 minus 15,000 over 2015 minus 2,000. On top we have 3,000. On the bottom we have 15, and it will be 200. About units. Some people see the units right away. Some people kind of struggle. I will wait for a second. So what is 3,000? What are the units for 3,000 here? In what? Rubles, pennies,
Dollars.
dollars. What is 15?
Years.
Years. So you will say dollars per year. And let's write a sentence. Let's practice write the what does it mean in terms of this problem. Yes.
Well, I just was going to say the formula.
Not the formula. We have to explain. We have to write the sentence in English language. How do you understand this? $200 per year. We have to start with this. From 2000 to 2015, what happens? What is this problem about?
It increases.
Hold on, it will be my next question. But what is this problem about? Average cost of car. So from 2000 to 2015, the average cost of a car. Now, Abby, you are right. It's increasing, but how do you know that it's increasing? How do you know? Because average rate of change is positive. When the average rate of change is positive, the function is increasing. When the average rate of change is negative, the function is decreasing. So the average cost of a car increased by $200 each year. And especially it's true right now, guys. My daughter, when she graduated from college, she bought and got a new first job. She bought Toyota Corolla 5 years ago. So she sold her Toyota Corolla, and she negotiated. The first of all is that when she came to a dealer, they told her $5,000, and she said, and when she graduated from UK, and her major was like with business. She have a business administration degree, and one of her classes was negotiation. And her professor was a completely, it's his life to negotiate absolutely everything. And he works for UK hospital to negotiate everything. And when he buys something, he always negotiates. And he taught his students how to live this way. So my daughter said, no, 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 no. According to Kelly book, it's supposed to cost this. So she bought her car 5 years ago for 13,200. She bought it from Hershey. It's did I say it right? The name when you can rent a car. Hence, I forgot the name of the company. When what there is starts with H. Hertz, something like this.
Hertz.
I can look online. Yeah, sounds right. So, and they normally buy new cars, keep them in really good condition for a year or two, and then sell the cars. Before it was good before COVID. During the COVID, something went wrong with car manufacturing, and they were or has been shortage on detail parts for cars. And during this time, for last 5 years, the price for cars just went up really significant. So she used her car. She bought her car. The car was 100 years old, but it was like 30 something thousand miles, and she bought it for 13,200. She negotiated and she sold this car for 13,000, using for 5 years. But the prices for cars went up. It's what. But I notice right now, because my car died in December, last December, and I had to shop to look for my car in January, and I feel like I hit the worst time. Right now, it's getting better, and hopefully, we have enough new cars, and the prices for used cars will start going down because it was a really bad time. Um, last whole since COVID, it was a really hard time to buy a car. Okay, and I really want you to see is that I'm talking about math and numbers here, but you have to see connection between numbers here and real life. Okay, write the formula. I want to talk about this a little bit. T is years and 2000. And before I do anything, I want you to write or it's, you don't have to for this problem. Maybe I will keep it for next time. Just be careful. We have, nope, it's a good idea to write the points. So now I have to write the point. So this will be not year, it will be T here. Look careful, guys. This is where students struggle. I have to rewrite my points, and my x coordinate will be T. So how many years between 2000 and 2000? 0. So it will be 0 and 15,000. Write the second point down. I want to see that you understand what I'm talking about. It's important. Before we move on, this is important. I want to see that you understood what I'm talking about. Other way around. It doesn't make sense. 0 here, 0 here. No,
something totally different here.
But,
No, it should be T, not years, T. Good job. Yep, it's exactly what it should be said. This is what I said, I want everybody to try it. Mhm. So, how did we get the zero? We calculated how many years between 2000 and this 2000. Zero. Now we have to calculate how many years between 2000 and 2015. So it will be 15 here and 18,000 here. Okay? Now we have to write the equation. We have m equal to mx plus b. Do you know m?
no. Yes, we do.
We do. What is m?
$200 per year.
$200. Average rate of change and m are exactly the same. This is why we reviewed in the beginning. Now I put question mark, and you will think, and everybody is in a different. Some people see different things. You will say yes or no, and I want to see what you think. I want you to see what you think about B. Mhm. Okay, we'll check the field. Okay. Okay. So B, listen carefully, B is the initial value, right? When your x is equal to 0, and we see here that my x is equal to 0, so my B will be 15,000. So B is equal to 15,000. So now we have to be careful with the variables, because WebAssign is really picky about the variables. Maybe your answer is correct, but you are using wrong letters. So it's supposed to look this way: 200T plus 15,000. So I want to see what you will go to do to answer this question, because I need to know. With 100 students, I know where they are. I need to see where the other students to answer this question.
So does this work with it have to be in order? You're saying like plug it in from the max and the B, but does this work or no?
It's the same. Can I ask you a question? Where did you get this one? Ah, yours. Yeah, right. I was. We need to use this formula, but how will we use it? First of all, we need to find how many years between 2000 and 2020. So we will say 2020, it's my T. 2020 minus 2000, and we will calculate the number. Okay. I feel like time to check. So I strongly encourage you to calculate the number of years so you will not make any silly mistakes on a test. And then you have to substitute 20 for t. And I have so many students who calculate this value already, 19,000. Did you get the same answer?
Yes.
Good job. To answer this question, I want you to do math. I want you to calculate and give me 2 decimal places. And remember, I told you we have to substitute this number, and we have 2 variables, t and p. For what variable will be substituted?
T.
Is it t is my time? Nope, not t. P. P is a price. P dollars. So it will be 21,200 equal to 200t plus 15,000. What are we going to do to find t?
Subtract 15,000
Subtract 15,000.
from both sides.
Good job. Did you get 6,200? What will be the next step? Divide by 200. And easy divide, 2 zeros and 2 zeros will cancel out. 6 divided by 2 will be 3. 2 divided by 2 will be 1. And this kind of turn out an even whole number. Normally I use, on the test, I am telling you right now that I use with decimals. So 31 years after 2000, it will be in 2031. What do you think about this problem? Look at this problem from beginning to the end. Number 1, we have to learn how to use 2 points. Read the problem and rewrite this problem using 2 ordered pairs. Be careful, time goes first all the time. We reviewed how to find average rate of change. Here it was tricky and less work. On one hand, it was tricky, on the other hand, it was less work because the initial value was given to us. We learned how to change points to t's. Otherwise, we will not see that this is our initial value and answer the questions. But questions, we learned already how to answer these questions. Okay. Hold on a second, Alusha, let me read your message. What happened? Okay. Thank you, Alusha. Okay. So in the past, and I don't know, I didn't emphasize, I told like to some students, when we have data, you don't just look at this, okay? This is your T, this is your price, 0, 7, 1, 9, 3, 18. So, and if we grab these points, 0, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 is 9, 8, 9, 2, 3, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is here, and 3 is here. So if you draw the line, it goes one way, and then it will go this way. You see it? You don't need to do it. I want you to understand what I'm saying. So, what do you think? Is this linear model or not? Why not?
Because it's not straight.
Right. We remember that the graph of a linear model is a straight line. And there's two lines, but it's not one straight line. So it's not linear model. So sometimes, now the main point is, sometimes you have a table, and this table is not a does not represent a linear model. Okay? Now we have a table, and we have to check if this table represents a linear model. Okay? Read the problem, and we will talk about this problem. Are you done? Raise your hand if you like watching Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Okay, 3 people. Raise your hand if you like to watch NFL, NBA, basketball. No sports. Okay. Raise your hand if you have a party for Oscar nominations. No parties. So we have to stick with football. So, Super Bowl, you decided for Super Bowl. Do you celebrate the end of the semester? Do you have a party? Okay, graduation party. Okay, we have to find a party. So, just think about a graduation party, and you invited so many people, and you want to have enough ice in your freezer. Okay? And you have a humongous freezer in your basement. We have time, but it's a good idea to change times. This will be your 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now we're on the same page. So, how much ice did you have in the beginning at noon? How much? 400 pounds. So you are having a humongous party, okay? And then you went to your freezer at 1, and you found that you have 474 pounds, all right? Show that the data is linear. Listen carefully, because you will have the same questions on test 2, test 3, and the final exam. And again, if you understand the idea, it's pretty simple. Go back to these graphs. So you see that this this line goes this way, and this line goes this way. It means they have different slopes, right? Or different average rate of change. And this is why they look different. To find if the data is linear, you have to find all average rate of changes. So find all ARCs. So you will find ARC. The first will be 474 minus 400 over 1 minus 0. The next will be 548 minus 474 over 2 minus 1. And the last one, you will write down what has to be on top, but on the bottom will be 3 minus 2. And you will calculate. I want you to try to do it on your own. It's so simple when you just watch me to do the work, but you have to taste it. You have to learn how to do it on your own.
about units again.
Okay. What will be the units here?
Pounds of ice.
Pounds per hour. Here it will be again 74 over 1, that is 74 pounds per hour. And here it will be, on top will be 622 minus 548, and you will get the same 74 pounds per hour. Right? What do you see? That all the average rate of changes are the same. So we will write the sentence. The data is linear because all the ARCs are the same. This is the only things you need to know about checking if the data is linear. But we will use it from now till the end of the semester, till you take the final exam. Any questions about this? Okay, now we have to find I of t. And if you don't remember, if you don't see the equation, you should start y equal to mx plus b. Then you have to ask yourself about m. You have to ask yourself about b. So I will let you think about this, and I will walk around and see what you think. And then we will talk. I will do it.
It's
No,
backwards.
no, it's fine. No, I just thought that it was minus here. I just looked. I didn't look. So, do you know M? M is slow. It's exactly the same as the other two. Usually, under 2 times. We don't want to do the first time, right? Yeah. Okay, so your M is 74. What is B? What is the number? What do you remember? What is B? For M, it could be B and or the initial value. When you say it's the initial value in X. Do you know anything about X? Do you know? And now you have M and B, and you can put it together. Okay, the reason why I put it this way, first of all, I want you to, sometimes students struggle, they don't know what to start with. And I always said, write the equation down and start asking the correct answers. Do we know M? M is exactly the same as average rate of change. It's 74. B is the initial value when X is equal to 0, or in our case, T is equal to 0. We'll look at our table. When my T is equal to 0, we have 400 pounds. So my B is equal to 400. And we are ready to write it down. It will be 74. Don't use X. You have to use T. Otherwise, you will waste so much time fighting with VEP sign. Plus 400. Does that make sense? Okay. If 675 pounds of ice will be needed for the game tonight, you have to find out, will you have enough time to get this much ice? And students normally, they do this in 2 ways. I want to see your way, and I will show you both ways. I like it, but can you raise this equal sign? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense in math. I love this. Hold on. No, you can put in both. It's one or the other. You have to choose which one. Okay, let's find this. We'll go this. Number of time was just all the time. I wanted to learn it right away so you do not confuse yourself. Right? That's what your choice. This is T is time, and you put pounds instead of time. That makes sense. You have to look for units. You have to look for units. Okay. Hold on, now you're trying to go a different direction. Okay, so this is my first way. And a lot of students like this way. So my party is at 7 p.m., right? How many hours between noon and 7? 7 hours, right? So students said, okay, I of 7 equal to 74 times 7 plus 400, and it will be equal to times 7 plus 400, 918 pounds, right? And it's definitely greater than 675 pounds. So your answer will be yes, you will have enough. That's what they ask you. Do they have enough? Will you have enough ice? Yes. Do you understand this idea of this way? This is way one.
way 2. We will substitute 675 for i's, and we need to find t. So it will be 74t, and then you divide by 74, and t is 275 divided by 74, not 74 here, and it will be 3.7. So you will have enough ice even before 4 p.m. and definitely by 7. Okay. So which way you like the best? The first one or the second?
So,
I usually do.
2. People are different. It's fine. Trey, how about you? Which way do you like? The first one or the second? Second. Okay. Whatever works for you. So this will be a similar problem, will be in your homework, and sometimes people get confused about this. This is why I want to talk about it in class. Just to show what is what, okay? And then I will show you a different way how to look at this. So this is the years and number of people in millions that graduated from high school, right? Now they wanted to make a table, and they said, what is the difference in years between 85 and 87? How many years between them?
2 years.
2 years. Between 87 and 89? 2. Between 89 and 91? 2. Okay. And now they said change in n. How do you understand this?
Well, would you take like 87, subtract?
No, you will take 2.
Well, like
0.65
87 years.
minus 283. Write it down so you will know what to do at home. I got negative 0.18. And finish up, find this 2. I don't want to rush. I want you to be able to think. Otherwise, I will show you everything in class and you come home and you will not remember anything that you did in class. But when you try on your own, it's a completely different story. Did you get the same answers? Okay, good job. So if you look on YouTube for linear models, they normally don't use this table. They normally show this way. The difference here is 2. The difference here is 2. The difference here is 2. Here is a negative 0.18. Here it's negative 0.18, and here it's negative 0.18. And they will tell you, listen carefully, because it will be a little bit different how they show on YouTube and how I teach. They said, here, the same difference, right? Each time. And because we have the same difference in values, this model represents a linear model. But I teach you using the average rate of change, and I will show you why, because sometimes here it won't be by the same number difference. And in this case, this method will not work, but average rate of change will work all the time. Okay? Now, any questions so far? Do you understand this? I want to know, what is the slope? I want to see what you see. It's a little bit tricky. The only thing you can say. And we will talk, but I want you to try and see what is the slope here. I like your answer, but how do you get it?
I just did half of it.
Why? You are trying to find the equation, and a little bit more than not what they asked. You are going to part D already, really. Okay, slope. You can go and use 2 points and calculate if nothing else comes to your head. But remember one time when we learned, last time when we learned the slope, we said difference in value over difference in time. And we had it even in chapter 1 and 2. So what is difference in value in this problem?
2 years.
No, it's time, difference in time.
Negative.
2 I can put here, difference in time.
Right.
And negative 0.18 is difference in value. And if you divide this, it will be negative 0.09. Right? Do you have 0?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see it? And what will be the units? Million. Who
Graduating from possible.
graduating. Per year. Don't forget to say that it's per year. Because it's negative, is this function increasing or decreasing? Decreasing, because it's negative. Okay. Now we have to write the sentence in English. Everybody likes this. Who wants to help us? You always can start from what year to what year? From 1985 to 1991, right? And I don't like make up my own words because English is not my native language. So I always look at the problem and I will just copy the same way. The number in millions graduating from high school And now we can say decreased by 0.09 million students per year. Does make sense? Something like this. Your sentence has to have sense. Find the formula. Be careful with this. It will be n of t. I want to see what you think about it. Read carefully. Not t, supposed to be d. Pay attention to the variables. And pay attention to these words. D, let D be here since 1985.
I wonder why you like to write in this way. No, there's nothing wrong with this. I just try to figure out why. That's why I'm not sure.
Just be, yeah, I don't,
Is that right? Okay, I have students who are watching us online, so I will put a little bit more words.
So if you don't know what to start with, you should start with this, y equal mx plus b. And you should ask yourself, do you know m? Yes, we just found it. So m is equal to negative 0.09. Do you know b? Yes, because it's since 1985. 1985, you had 2.83. So my B is 2.83. Now I have to write everything nicely and carefully. So my slope is negative 0.09. I have to use the variable D plus 2.83. Good job. Good job, guys. Now, functional notation. Some people use this answer on the test. I want to see, go walk around and see what you will say about it.
So be careful. It will be on each test. And a lot of homework, a lot of quizzes. They didn't ask calculate, they said functional notation. Functional notation. What is the name of the function in this problem? N. So it will be N of. So again, I'm talking to students who are not in class right now. I can check their work, but they can check my writing. So I have the function n of d here, right? D is number of years between 1993
and 1985. How many years is this? 8. So you have to substitute 8 for D, and the function notation will be n of 8. This is the final answer. This is what we call functional notation. And do not calculate, because this is the main point why mathematicians are using this, because it's not important for them, the result, the answer. Now calculate this value. N of 8 you will calculate. Guys, we will skip this. We went through this so many times. Let's review really quick number 5, and I want everybody to finish. Okay, number 5, we will start from this. I forgot that we had Marlene here, and this is why we're short. I want you to do this work to check if this data is linear. When you are done, you will raise your hand, and I will check and let you go, and we'll talk to everybody individually. And I will start with this problem, number 5, next time. So, number 6 is about what we learned in class. Now it's time to show that you understood what we did in class today. Yeah, looks good. Just calculate. Any questions about anything else? Look at so much explanation.
I just put this one.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And this.
Okay. Good job. But how do you know? But this is why you have to find all arbitrary changes. This is why this method not exactly good, because next time they won't be the same, but it will be linear. Yeah, this is good. And 4 over 1 equal to 4. Okay, and just finish up. Remember what we did? Yeah, you can figure it out. Find all the arbitrary changes. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can do it, but it will take much more time. You can do it. So you have to substitute, so, right? Okay, you can make that clear. Our what? What is the unit? Here, what is the unit here? What is the unit here? Cents. It's cents. Just think, $106 per ton? No way. So here is 4, right? Here is 4, but we have to have 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All three of
One
them.
more step, sorry.
And did you finish it? You have 2 minus 1 and 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2. You are not changing to this. You are using x's that we have. Okay, just fix it. Okay, so your final answer will be yes or no. And it's going back. Done. Good. Any questions about homework?
It was just the answer on there, that was on there. It was just a different on mine. I got 13.2 instead of 13.4. And I think it was just, because there was a .4 beside. Let me see, I thought it should be.
I can stay
I had it in my
afterwards.
book. Here we go.
Right, did you finish it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so what will you say? Is the data linear or not? Not linear. And they say why? Because the average rate of change of mass is saved. Now, is this what you will going to do on the test, on the final exam? Hold on a second, what is this? Abby, I don't see any answer for
It's on the, your examples of,
my examples.
yeah, on the chapter 3.2 linear.
Okay, let me go to there.
And it's example number 3. I got a different answer.
Nikolai, can you give me a second? I will check here. And what is the number of example?
Okay, number 3.
3. Okay, let me go to 3.
All you did was where the
Slope.
y-intercept is 13.2,
Right.
and then down here you've got 13.4.
It's a
Is
type.
all.
It's just typo.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
But
you.
I still got it, yeah.
Yeah, I should change it. Thank you. Because if my line students look at the little blocks. Looks good? Looks good? So now you know what to do. Yes, yes. So now you will say, is it data linear or not? Not linear, and you will say because the average rate of changes are not the same.